Hello everyone, it's Fine City, and today I'm literally on the moon with Neil Armstrong, the American flag, and the lunar lander, and my NASA t-shirt. Today, we're going to be talking about Cardano, Binance Coin, and Dogecoin. Let's get right into it. Alright guys, on the Cardano charts today, we had a rectangle top forming, which you'd know if you've been following my previous videos. Please subscribe. Anyway, we have this rectangle top forming here with a beautiful, beautiful price target. As always, you take the top of the pattern to the bottom of the pattern, and we put it right around where we broke out. Well, this price target would take us just slightly above the $2 mark, but I think then we can say the price target is about $2 just because it's a psychological barrier. But what we need to do now is confirm that we have all of our breakout checklists. Well, guess what? We have the volume. That's one of the ones that's usually missing. So it's great that we have the volume. And if we zoom in here onto the 1 hourly candles, we can check if we have a breakout confirmation. And if I zoom in, you see that we broke out of this pattern. We went back down and tested this. We got support on this line, went back to just about where the previous resistance point was, broke back down, once again tested this line for support, and we are now breaking once again towards the upside. Guys, so what is the moment that we wait for the trade? Well, we need to break above the previous rejection point, which is right down here. So if we were to get to 1.72 or 1.73 US dollars, is a bit more conservative, that's the moment to open up the trade. So I'm going to leave a line here. Right around this line is the moment to open the trade, 1.72 to 1.73 US dollars. And if you were to hop in at that moment, that still represents an upside of almost 20%. If you'd use even a 5 times leverage on this trade, well, that's 100% gains, which means you would effectively double your money. So that's what I have for you on Cardano. Look out for this to go above 1.72, 1.73 US dollars. It could happen literally at any moment. So you need to just be constantly refreshing that. Anyway, moving on to Binance Coin. On the macro time scale, we have here this big W pattern, which I think is still valid, but will soon be invalidated. We'll come back to it. But on the micro time scale, we have here this beautiful little head and shoulders pattern on the charts. And this head and shoulders pattern has a price target of around the 700 US dollars, actually exactly 700 US dollars. And this is the pattern which we need to be focusing on right now, because we have come down and we are now bouncing off of this neckline. So if we zoom in on the 1 hourly candles, you see here that we have bounced now. And what do we need to wait for? Well, we need to wait for a retest of this, make sure it's now a support line, and a break above the previous resistance point, right above this line here. And we also need volume to come in. And right now, we don't have volume coming in on this pattern. So we need to wait for these trading signals. And at that moment, this price target of 700 US dollars would be activated, which would represent gains of approximately 10%. If you use, once again, a very conservative 5 times leverage, well, you've 50%ed extra your money, right? You've gained half. So that's what we have on the micro time scale for Binance Coin. But on the macro time scale, we have this huge W pattern, which according to me is still in play. The only thing we didn't get was a volume confirmed breakout. We got a little bit of volume, but nothing too significant. I would ideally like to see a volume stick all the way up to this level, which we didn't see that. And this W pattern, well, if we keep going until approximately, I don't know, even that's maybe a bit too conservative. Basically, if we don't hit the 700 price target of the head and shoulders pattern, I would say this W pattern gets invalidated just because there's too much time between where we are and where the breakout of the pattern happened. But if we do hit the 700 target, then this W comes back into play, and which would take us to approximately the 767 US dollar mark, which is in perfect confluence with the 1.618 Fibonacci retracement level. That's all I have for you on the Binance Coin. Wait for the volume come in, wait for the breakout confirmation. We're very close to a trade here. On Cardano, the trade could happen at any moment, and on Binance Coin, we'll know within the next day or two if this trade is going to manifest. So moving on to Dogecoin, I just wanted to once again reiterate what I talked about in the previous video. So make sure to check that video out if you want the detailed explanation on this and to show you exactly what happened in this scenario before on XRP. It's near the end of the video. Just go check that out. But basically, whenever there's kind of a coordinated pump of the coin does usually go up quite a bit, except it goes up before the scheduled time, and on the scheduled time is actually exactly when people start to dump the coin. And the way you can check if that's actually going to happen is by having a look at the volume profile down here. So what you would expect to see if there was going to be a dump would be people accumulating a couple of days before the scheduled price pump time. And if you're wondering what's the case for the price pump this time, well, Elon Musk is going on to Saturday Night Live, which is a show in the US which happens every single Saturday, which is watched by millions of US citizens. So that's why people believe that on the 8th of May, this is going to pump. I believe 8th of May is Saturday. Yeah, that is tomorrow. So what we would need to check right now is, have people been accumulating Dogecoin? And the answer is yes. Yes, they have. If you look here on the bottom, I drew this very, very small yellow line. And I just want to double check that I'm not blocking it. Okay, I'm not blocking it. But what we had here is the yellow line, and this yellow line represents approximately what the normal levels of volume are for Dogecoin. You can ignore this area here. If I move this to the side, you'll see that Dogecoin volume is usually quite low, but this is kind of the new average for Dogecoin down here. And over the past couple of days, right, over the past 3 days, we've had very high volume, which means that people have been accumulating Dogecoin at these prices. And what I expect to happen is a very small kind of increase here for the price until actually Saturday Night Live happens, which would be around this time here, right? I drew the line a bit further, but you get the point. And at that point, we would see a pump all the way to $1 happening before the announcement. And then as soon as Saturday Night Live goes live, well, I'm predicting a dump all the way down to the previous all-time highs all the way over here. And let me show you why I think we're going to dump down there. And basically the answer is that that's where the volume profile is showing us we have the next levels of support coming in. So as you can see here, right when you hit about 0.42 US dollars, haha, 420, that's exactly where Dogecoin starts to hit the support levels once again. So this is what I'm expecting to happen on Saturday. And it could also be that this pump here, right, this little area between here all the way to here, right, this is, let's call this the gains area. Well, it could be that that area doesn't happen at all, and instead we just kind of go up here, SNL happens, and instead of any kind of pump, it just dumps because everybody starts to unload their coins. That could also happen. So that's why I would be staying on the sidelines here. And if you're looking for a good opportunity to get into Doge, I would say wait for this massive dump because it will happen. And on the moment that that happens and the price stabilizes, well, that might be an interesting moment to get in on this meme coin. If you think, hey, the Dogecoin memes haven't stopped yet, they're going to keep going, I'm going to believe in Dogecoin, well, that would be the moment to step in if you have been standing on the sidelines. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. If you want to trade any of these coins, make sure to use my Binance link down below because you guys can use a free bonus and not use any of your money and just trade using the free bonus. It's like a 10% bonus from whatever you deposit. It's very high. So you can actually make trades without risking any of your own capital. And of course, if you want to get more updates like these, in the moment that I'm putting these videos out, in the moment that these updates need to come out, well then please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the bell icon so that you get the notifications in the moment that it happens. And guys, if you want the YouTube algorithm to bless us all and this awesome YouTube community and help this grow, make sure to smash that like button so YouTube knows that we need to get this video out to as many people as possible. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you liked the new lunar landing background, and I'll see you guys in the next one and on the moon. Bye bye.